Well, you should vote for Trump. You should vote for Trump.
Run.
I'm the first president in 40 years who knows what it means to have a son serving in a war zone. And so when it came time for Bo, when the effort in Afghanistan began, in Iraq began, I got a call from Bo. He said, "Dad, what are you doing on Friday?" And I said, "What do you want me to do?" He said, "Can you be at such and such a place?" I said, "What for, Bowie?" He said, "I want you to pin my bars on." I said, "What?"
What?
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
I said, "What?"
He said, "I've joined the National Guard. I joined the Army."
Oh, son of a bitch.
And he had spent the better part of a year in Kosovo as a volunteer, helping them set up their criminal justice system as a U.S. attorney, assistant U.S. attorney. So they wouldn't take Bo because Bo was Attorney General of the state of Delaware, and he could not have any relationship with the state.
I am not culturally one of those guys who likes to, I don't fit very well with, I'm not a joiner. I don't go out, I'm not very, I was out of sync with. By the time the war movement was at its peak, when I was at Syracuse, I was married. I was in law school. I wore sport coats. I was not part of that. I'm serious.
You've been some of the most inhospitable terrain in the world. I've been there a number of times, back up in those damn mountains. I get a helicopter go down at 9,800 feet, and all I got on is a vest, a bulletproof vest, and a helmet. I'm out of breath climbing up 40 clicks. I mean, 40 feet. And you guys are up there, 60, 80-pound packs running around. God, you're amazing. You just are amazing.
Go up to my son's campus in Philadelphia, or go down south, or go out west. It's nothing like the anti-war movement. That's about where Vietnam was in 1963, and 64, and 65. And then, when the movement did catch up, I was a 23-year-old guy, married. And look, you're looking at a middle-class guy. I am who I am. I'm not big on flak jackets and tie-dye shirts, and, you know, that's not me.
I mean, you can see how a white girl can fall for him.
What?
Well, I mean, not me. I'm just saying, like, you can see how some girls could, you know, like that Swedish girl.
In other words, you condone that stuff.
It's easy.
Oh, Andrew.
I know.
Just want to make sure I don't wind up kissing fucking that King Cole over here.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying, you know, you can see how a girl could. You know, he's got personality.
Oh, of course.
Personality. Minkä on sillä kautta personality.
He's very talented. I understand perfectly what you're saying, but you have to watch out sometimes how you say things. You know, people get the wrong impression.
He was talented, you know, he's just unbelievable.
Why don't you just leave it alone now? I mean, I understand what you said. You know.
I was a 23-year-old guy, married. And look, you're looking at a middle-class guy.
What are the questions the press ought to ask Biden?
Well, the first question, of course, is, Joe, how's the asthma doing? Because as everyone is familiar, in 1968, Joe Biden received 5 student draft deferments.
I can hear Jimmy. No. I can hear Jimmy. No. Yes, I can.
Joe Biden received 5 student draft deferments and finally was classified as 1Y, ineligible for military service because of his asthma. Now, it's kind of curious, of course, because in his autobiography, Joe mentions his high school athletics, how he was a lifeguard. I think at some point he said in high school he would have taken Donald Trump out and fought him behind the gym.
He thinks he's being tough. But like everything else, he's always tough when he's not the guy getting hit. He's always tough when someone else is feeling the pain. But we're going to make him feel the pain.
And so I'd like to know how Joe's asthma is doing at this point, given that it kept him out of the Vietnam War. You know, thoughts and prayers.
Good thoughts and prayers. Good question. Okay, that's one. I love it.
Second question, of course, is Joe, what's your secret? In the last year, 2017, since announcing his candidacy, Joe Biden has made $15 million, more money than he and his wife made in the previous 19 years. Now, most of that money is in the form of a book advance, and we're all aspiring novelists, aspiring writers. I'd like to know what Joe has done to write a book that's worth $15 million. Now, of course, the book hasn't really sold all that well, and when you work it out, the book, the number of copies that he sold works out to $33 a copy in Joe's pocket, even though on Amazon right now it's $13.99.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
I don't fit very well I'm not a joiner.
And he spent a year in Iraq. It was the proudest thing he ever did.